Okay, everyone, good morning. Happy February 10th. And today, 4 things to cover, and I'll go over it right here. We'll start off by reviewing the last assignment. So our last assignment was the first real essay that I've given you to do this semester. All the other assignments have been pretty short writing, just single paragraphs. But this is the first multi-paragraph essay. So that's a big step up from the first few weeks of classes. And then after I go over what the assignment was, we're going to go over the features of a Google document. So, whoops, that will be a little bit of a review. Oh, come on. There we go. The features of a review, the features of a Google document will be a little bit of a review from the old computer classes. For those of you who, when you got your computers last semester, I went over all the different features of a Google Doc. A lot of that stuff we'll go over today. And then we will practice sharing Google Docs for peer review. So that's why I sent a message to make sure everybody joined from their computers and not their phones, because we'll be doing a lot of writing and reading other people's writing. That's what peer review is. And then when we finish that, everybody will be able to update their writing, make some changes, and that's what we'll accomplish today. Any questions? That's our whole agenda for today's class. No questions? No. Fantastic. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to leave my slide here, and I'm going to go directly into our Google Classroom page. There it is. That's what my Google Drive looks like. And all these different files. Here is our classroom, level 6. So our last assignment was this one. So 3-paragraph essay on human needs. And I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Who would like to volunteer to read the instructions? Absolutely. Take it away. Was that Andrea?
Kimberly.
Kimberly, okay.
The video and article attached outlines the hierarchy of human needs as described by Abraham Maslow. In a short 3-paragraph essay, identify 3 of these humans' needs and how they can be achieved. Make sure each paragraph is distinctive and transitions well. If you need help recalling the parts of a paragraph, look at early lessons.
Excellent, excellent. So good job, Kimberly. Now, what I'd like to do is ask everybody, what is the assignment here in your own words? Because sometimes just looking at the instructions seems easy, but then once you read the instructions, it can get complicated and you say, wait a minute, what does the teacher actually want me to do here? Who can put the instructions into their own words?
Can I join, teacher?
Absolutely, Marva, please.
Actually, when I see the new assignment, I read it more and repeated the video many times to understand what the main idea of this topic. The human needs, there is 5 levels of human needs put by Abraham Maslow, and this needs should be apply in the life. This is not as dream. This is a real life. Some of them is material, and some of them is spiritual. So should we know what the application of this needed? I think the main idea is the human needs and the application of the human need in real life.
You're absolutely right when you're talking about the concept. That is the topic of the essay. But what is it? What are the instructions? My instructions, asking everybody to do. That's the tricky part.
Can I say?
Absolutely, Francelis, yes.
Okay, try. We need first to watch the video and read the
Yeah.
article.
Yeah.
And then we have to take 3 of the 5 human needs. And we after we choose 3 of them, we need to write what we need to get or accomplish them.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much, it's 3, identify 3 of those 5 in a 3-paragraph essay. So a lot of you who turned in your work did this perfectly. And Carrie's essay is one that I wanted to give an example of for transition. But first, before I go into the fundamentals of the essay, so you want to write 3 paragraphs. So that's the first thing. When what Francelis just said is first identify 3 of those at 3 of those in the hierarchy. So there were 5 of those human needs, starting with physiological at the bottom, and then at the top, that belonging, the creative needs at the very top. So your basic needs to your most aspirational needs at the top. And you want to decide in your writing which one of those you're going to identify. But the instructions are to write a short 3-paragraph essay identifying 3 of these human needs. So Francelis, I'm giving you the thumbs up that you nailed that. That's exactly what I was asking you to do. And it can get tricky to follow the instructions precisely. So a 3-paragraph essay identifying 3 of the 5 of the human needs. And this is where I want to go over the fundamentals. Who remembers about 2 weeks ago what a paragraph is? You can hear my daughter there in the background. Who remembers the definition of a paragraph? Because sometimes when you start writing, you can just go crazy and type, and then your writing is just all over the place. So you want to remember, what is a paragraph? Who remembers that from earlier classes?
I think a paragraph is a group of sentences connected with the same main idea.
There you go, Francelis. That the stuff that these lessons are sticking. Excellent. So what Francelis just said is the definition of a paragraph: a group of sentences connected by the same idea. Connected. Now here is another concept from earlier lessons. Who remembers what is a topic sentence? I've made 3 little dashes here on my screen. Who remembers what a topic sentence is? That's a tricky one. We went over that, I think, 3 weeks ago. What's a topic sentence? I don't expect anybody to remember that. I haven't reviewed it again and again.
If I'm not wrong, teacher, is a sentence that describe the central point of the idea or the paragraph.
Yes, Kimberly, say that one more time. Perfect.
Okay, so it's a sentence that describes the central point of a paragraph or
You got
idea.
it. You got it. Exactly. So a topic sentence is easy way to remember. It's a sentence that gives the topic of the paragraph. Sounds easy, but it's a little bit tricky. So Marvat,
Yes.
for example, can you give me the 3 human needs that you wrote about in your essay, the first one?
Actually, I choose the physical,
Physiological, yeah.
physiological, and safety, and love and belonging.
Excellent. So let's say if I'm going to go in that order, I'm just saying, for example, if I'm going to, and I'll actually stop, I'll change my feature here. I'll just do the typing. So let's say I am, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the Google Classroom screen. I'm going to change this to a blank whiteboard. Here I go. So you're going to see me leave one screen and go to another screen. I'm using all my Zoom features today. Here I go. So I'm leaving one screen and I'm going to the whiteboard. All right. So here's a blank whiteboard. Let's say I'm Marvat and I'm going to write my 3-paragraph essay. So I want to start with, for example, if I want to start with physiological, hope I spelled that right. And then I want to go to safety. And then I want to go to love and belonging. That was?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I am in my mind, I know I'm going to write a paragraph about the physiological needs first, and then I'm going to write a paragraph about safety next, and then I'm going to write a paragraph about love and belonging next. How can I put together a topic sentence for each of those? Because remember, I want to start with one paragraph, and then I want to go to the next paragraph, and then the next paragraph, and that's the end of my essay. So I want to transition into one, out of one, into the next, transition out of one into the next. And the reader needs to know what each paragraph is really about. We need a topic sentence. Who could give me a topic sentence? The basics. What are physiological needs? Anyone want to try? Think of it as the simple as possible. Remember that pyramid, Maslow's pyramid. Kimberly, you want to give it a shot? Remember the physiological, we're at the bottom. This one.
Like a sentence that connect the 3 paragraph, or just to introduce physiological?
Just introduce it.
Okay, well, let me think about it.
Don't think too hard. Who can give me an example of a physiological need?
Can I try?
Sure, Marva. Yes.
Can I say?
The first human need in Maslow's pyramid is physiological needs.
This is a good topic sentence. I'm so glad you're saying it this way, and I'll tell you why in a minute. The first human need in Maslow's pyramid is the
physiological needs.
are plural. Okay, perfect. That is a topic sentence. It serves the purpose of the topic sentence because for what
Teacher,
reason?
can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Actually, when I write the essay, I give for the 3 the topic sentence in the beginning, and then the human needs for a separate paragraph. So is that correct, or should be the topic sentence for every paragraph?
Well, I think let's see. I think I addressed this in my comments on your writing. If I didn't, ideally you want each paragraph to stand alone with its own topic sentence. Or if you're giving supporting details that are different from one paragraph, then you would, each paragraph should have something distinct for the reader.
Okay, thank you.
So for instance, you don't just want to break into a new paragraph because it looks like you've been writing too much. Like, oh, that's long enough. New paragraph. Oh, that's long enough. My fingers are tired of typing. I'll make a new paragraph for no reason. So you want to identify. So you want to basically you're think of it like you're giving the reader a tour of your home. Here's the kitchen. here's the living room. And you want to just, you want to give them some structure so the reader knows, where you're taking them. That's the whole idea behind separating the paragraphs.
Yes, that's right. But I think the paragraph, I give introduction of the Maslow's pyramids in the beginning, and then the human needs. This introduction, I think, it's very important to be sequenced.
You actually did that in this. I'll give you an example. The reason I was complimenting this topic sentence is this. The first human need in Maslow's pyramid, let me rewrite that actually. The first human need in Maslow's pyramid So the first human need in Maslow's pyramid is physiological. This works as a topic sentence because it gives it, well, I want to ask, why does this work as the topic sentence? What Madhavat is saying, shouldn't I first say Abraham Maslow was, or his pyramid of human needs was? This is fine as a topic sentence.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you why. Anybody want to guess why this is fine as a topic sentence?
Because it's talking about it's talking exactly about physiological.
It identifies what the paragraph is about. Because if I'm the reader and I have no idea who Abraham Maslow is, I have no idea what this pyramid is.
Yeah, exactly.
This gives me a reason to keep going. So it's just an indicator to the reader. Here is the topic of this paragraph. So as the reader, I know right away what information, where I'm going. Okay, thank you. And the next, then I need supporting details for the rest of the paragraph. So that's fine as a topic sentence for physiological needs. And then you could give details. Who was Abraham Maslow? What is this pyramid? That's where you can add those supporting details. So let's go to safety. Does anybody want to give a simple topic sentence for safety? Anybody want to volunteer?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
What do you say? Why are you apologizing?
Just because I know something about the Maslow. I'm gonna try to make
It's okay. So the general concept
could
of safety
be in a second level of the hierarchy of Maslow. I don't know.
Well, what I want you to do now is give us give the reader an indicator of what this paragraph is about. That's the topic sentence. So give an example. The way this was the topic sentence for the first paragraph. If the next paragraph is going to be safety, what's a good topic sentence for that paragraph?
It should be in the second level of the hierarchy. There are all elements about safe.
Okay. Tell me if this is what you're saying. In the second level of Maslow's pyramid, or the pyramid is fine.
There are all elements
Keep going. Elements of safety, is that what you're going to say?
of safety.
Perfect. Okay, keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated.
Yeah,
That's just
I
fine.
try to
No.
make to do the
Perfect.
same in the first.
That's absolutely perfect, Jose. So yeah, I could kind of hear, like, I think you were about to give me a bunch of really complicated words, and I was thinking, no, keep it really simple. So this is perfect. So good job, Jose. The second level of the pyramid, or in the second level of the pyramid, there are elements of safety. This works as a topic sentence for the same reasons. It gives the reader an indicator of what this paragraph is about. And then below that would be details. What is safety? And then you would give details. Safety could be physical safety, emotional safety, financial security, that counts as safety. One of the students wrote about, the needs of safety during COVID-19. All of this would count as the need of safety. Good. One last volunteer for a topic sentence for love and belonging.
Can I try?
Absolutely, Marvat. Well, actually, wait, Marvat, you did the first one. Can we get another volunteer? I want to give more
Okay,
people a
no
chance
problem.
to try.
Yeah.
It's okay. Does anybody else want to try?
Can I try?
Franca, let's go for it.
Okay. A person need to feel integrated. In order to grow.
Okay. Integrated. All right.
And I want to say that's why we get the third level of the pyramid about love and belonging.
Okay. All right. I guess that works. Yeah. I would maybe say we could do integrated. We could also use, can anyone think of a synonym of integrated? Remember what synonyms are?
Yes. Integrate, belong.
It does. Yeah. Integrated. It does mean belonging. It does. It does. That works. That works. We could also use different synonyms like accepted, and then that, yeah, you could say this is fine, and then you would the idea of being accepted in society. But the reason I was thinking love and belonging, that's also it falls into the concept of not so much belonging to society but family. It falls under romantic love,
Friendship.
the love, friendship, yeah, all those different types of love, friendship, romantic love, the love of family. Bruno, you speak Greek, right? Bruno, you speak Greek, right? A little bit. Oh, we can't hear you. Anyway, Bruno, you lived in Greece, or you speak Greek? Yes, no? I think that we can't hear you very well. And anyway, the reason I ask is because in Greek, there are different words for different types of love. Like the love you have for your friend. In English, we just say love, 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 love. Like the love you have for your friend is not the love you have, same type of love you would have for your husband or your wife. In English, we only have that one word, just love, 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 love. Even though we have different situations, you could love you could love what you do. You could love to paint as creative needs, but that's a different type of love than love of family or society. But anyway, so that's what I was thinking. So this works as a topic sentence, but I would suggest maybe switching the word integrated to something else, but it can work as long as you use it with Francelis, as long as you give some good supporting details below in the rest of the paragraph that identify love and belonging as
It could be
Teacher, we
part
can
of
use
group.
incorporate.
it's okay. Go for it, Francelis, and then Jose.
It's
Was
Kimberly.
Kimberly and
Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it,
I said that
everybody.
if we can use like incorporate
Incorporated. Yeah, we can say that.
instead
I mean,
of
yeah,
Mm.
sure. You know what we could also do? We could make it a more complex sentence by adding a semicolon or even a comma. So if I say here's a comma, and I would say a person needs to be feel integrated in order to grow. This is part of love and belonging. We could do that because that gives, it indicates the next, it indicates that we're talking about Maslow's pyramid. But yeah, that's fine. So you could give a little more information and make it a more complex sentence. Or you could switch a synonym
Integrate.
from integrated. Integrated works, but we definitely need more details that to know we're talking about love and belonging. So good work.
Teacher,
Yes.
can we switch feel with love and belonging in
Sure,
order
you
to
can say,
grow?
yeah.
In order to grow, this is part of the third level of the pyramid of Maslow.
Yeah, what you did right here is absolutely perfect because now we know, just use the language from the pyramid. A person needs to feel love and belonging in order to grow. That's fine. And then you could use the word integrated later. For instance, integration into family or whatever, family or society. And you could use that word integration, meaning, that acceptance, belonging, and as supporting details in the next sentence. That's fine. So yeah. So these would be excellent topic sentences. If we're talking about, if we're using Marvat's 3 examples, a topic sentence, the first human need in Maslow's pyramid is physiological, and then supporting details for the first paragraph. In the second level of the pyramid, there are elements of safety. That was Jose's topic sentence. And then we give supporting details to finish the paragraph. Third paragraph, Francelis is, a person needs to feel love and belonging in order to grow, and then finish that with supporting details. And that would be the conclusion of your assignment. The 3 paragraphs identifying 3 of these on the hierarchy of human needs. Yes.
Oh, I just wanted to ask you if I just want to be sure if I did it okay or if I have to rewrite my essay. My first paragraph was an introduction about what is a Maslow pyramid, what is it, what are the levels, who created. It was an introduction.
Guess why I'm smiling, Guadalupe?
The second paragraph was how to achieve 3 of those levels. And the third paragraph was closing. What is so important to pay attention to these needs? So I just wanted to know if it's correct or if I have to rewrite it.
Guadalupe, guess why I'm smiling? We are all going to be doing writing today. That's the next part of our agenda. We're all going to do some peer-reviewed writing, an exercise. So Guadalupe, that is that is good, but it can always get better. So everybody's going to do writing. That's the next part of the class. So what we're going to do now is leave this. I'm going to leave this whiteboard slide, and we're going to do some practice. Here we go. Now, I'm leaving this slide and I'm going into a blank Google Doc. So here we are. Whoop, wrong. That was the wrong server. There we go. So I'm going to leave my Google slide. I'm going to go into a blank Google document. So remember on the agenda, we're going to go over the assignment. That was the first thing we did. And now we are going to go over the features of a Google document. So I'm going to make sure that everyone can see my, oh, I'm not sharing yet. Okay, everyone, I'm going to do again what I just did. So here is the Google Classroom page. We've just gone over the assignment, what the assignment was. But now I'm going to show everybody how to open a blank Google document. So if I go into my Google Drive, who could tell me how to open a Google Doc? Let's hear from some other people. Leonie.
Bottom.
Let's hear from somebody who hasn't who's been a little quiet today. Or Leonie, how do I go into a blank Google Doc?
I have a Google Doc on my computer.
I'm asking you how do I do it? Because I'm here in my Google Drive. How do I find a blank Google Doc, a brand new Google document?
From the square in the top.
That's right, Madhavat. So yes, this thing right here, the 9 dots, otherwise known as the waffle. So there we are. All right, now Leonie, which one do I click on for the Google document?
Oh, listen. Oh, hold on. I open the document.
Doc.
Madhavat, got it. Okay, everybody's got to remember this. When you're opening a blank Google Doc, you click the blue link for the docs. Okay, now I'm going to ask somebody else. Carl, which one do I click to open a blank Google Doc? Unused, completely. That's right.
First one.
The first one, yes. So now I have a completely blank Google Doc. And this is the second part of the class. I'm going to review the features of a Google document because we're going to share documents for peer review. I'll give it a title. So let's call this shared document for class. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share it. So first it says private, only me. But if I want to share it, I've got to give it to somebody else. There's 2 ways you can do this. Now, the easiest way right here is to put someone's email in there. But this is a tricky part. Once I share the document with my email, by sending someone an email, I have to give them permission to make changes with the document. So I need a volunteer who can give me their Gmail account. It has to be a Gmail account because it's a Google document. That's how they're.
Leonie, one.
Or you can just type it into the chat.
Oh, okay.
No problem. So, yep. I want to get another volunteer. I want to share this with 3 students. So Leonie, you can type it into the chat on Zoom. Let's just get 3 emails here. Okay, great. I see the first one. All right, so that's Francelis, and I see your profile picture there. Great. So I'm going to share this with Francelis. And Kimberly, be the next person I share this with.
Oh,
Great. Let's get the next. And that's I got only half of your email. Was that at Gmail, Leonie?
yes, yes.
Okay. DLEONIE. Okay. I'll type it in. Okay, yes, there it is. Okay, so I'm sharing this document with Francelis, Kimberly, and Leonie. Now, before I send this, I'm going to go up here to the settings. That's that little wheel. I go up to the settings and make sure everybody can edit. And then once I notice that the editor is on, not just viewer and commenter, editor is on, I'm going to send it to all three of you. And so Kimberly, Leonie, and Francelis, please go into your email and open it. Ah, yes, look, everybody see Kimberly is up there? Kimberly is the first one in. So I'm going to write something. Watch this. Hi, Kimberly. Now, Kimberly, you can respond. Look, see my hands are up here? No hands. That's Kimberly typing. Okay, excellent. All right, let's get, so this is how you can share the Google Doc. All right, there's Leonie. Okay, great. Leonie, I'm gonna send you, right? Hi, Leonie. Okay, Leonie, can you respond? There's Francelis. Beautiful. So everybody can see my hands. I am not typing. That's all three of my students. The three of us are sharing one document right now. So.
Also, teacher, we can use the chat that is right next to our Gmails. Like,
yes,
when you see
you
our
can use that.
photos, pictures.
You can use that, but for this exercise, I'm going to recommend using a Google Doc. And now here's the reason. I'm going to go back to the assignments. Carrie, yes, Carrie is still here. Carrie, I wanted to use your essay to show a good transition. So when I go into the essays that I've graded, Carrie did a great job of transitioning. That's one thing I haven't really gone over. I've gone over topic, sentences, and paragraphs, but I've never really gone over a great way to transition from one paragraph to the next. So this is Carrie's essay. And now, does everybody see all this stuff in the right margin? Right here?
Teacher, I can see your screen. It's small.
Are your comments?
Those are my comments. Yes, those are my comments. So all of when I give you your work back, you want to make sure you read the comments that are on the right hand side. So for example, I told Carrie that she did a great job. Let's see, I'm opening up the panel. Where was it? This was actually in, hang on one moment. I'll show you where I made it a separate comment for the assignment. Hold on one moment. I'm going to show you where it is. I'm going to go into, so these are all the Google Classroom features. So this is where I gave Carrie, I'm going to show you where Carrie's comments are. Where's Carrie? Carrie. Carrie, Ashley, come on. There you are. There you are. So here's the most recent assignment. Yep, right about here. Well, I guess I didn't, I guess the comment did, I didn't submit it, but anyway, so here's another comment. These are private comments. Usually I put something in this box as well. So Carrie, sometimes that's annoying if I post, oh, you know what it is? I didn't hit post. I returned it, but I didn't hit post. That's why the comment's not there. So this is good for me because I didn't hit post. All right, Carrie, you made a great transition between paragraphs. And then I asked, and I typed, but it didn't, this is my fault. I didn't hit post, so it didn't get there. You made a great transition between paragraphs. And now I'm posting the comment. So here's what I wanted to show Carrie right here. So between her first paragraph and second paragraph, she gives a good example of transitioning. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay. Whoop. Okay. So she said, she talked about safety and security. I noted out a few tiny little mistakes with the spacing of the words, but she made a great transition right here. Making a budget on how you're going to spend your paycheck is really important and can help avoid, and I suggested, instead of just trouble, financial trouble. And then she stops her paragraph there, and then she picks it up right here. The beginning of her next paragraph is, money doesn't automatically provide happiness, as they say, but it can help you live better. And then the rest of her paragraph goes into the next topic. So she leaves safety, and then she moves into the idea of, the next idea, which I believe was her next idea, which I believe was, so let me take a look at this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She moves from physiological to safety. So this was physiological. She indicates she's talking about physiological in the first paragraph. And then she moves out of that paragraph when she introduces at the end, making money. You make money, you can pay your bills, you can pay your rent, you have a place to live, you can meet your physiological needs, but money won't make you happy. And then she moves into safety. So this is the example I wanted to use as a transition. She goes from the physiological needs to safety very well. She transitions from one paragraph to the next, and it flows very well. So when I'm reading this, I know exactly what she's talking about in the first paragraph, and then she gives details into the next paragraph. Does everybody understand why I wanted to highlight this as a transition?
Yes.
Okay, so Carrie, I'm just giving you the thumbs up because you gave me an example of a nice way to transition out of one paragraph into the next. So that's usually something very tricky. Sometimes when people are writing a 3-paragraph essay, one paragraph will stand alone, and without a transition, it comes up as a next, here's paragraph 2, and there's really no connecting between them. So that's where a transition comes in. So it's not just a list of things you're writing about. You want it to flow as a single piece of writing. And now that we can, so I'm leaving Carrie's essay. I'm going back to the blank document. Now that we have an example of Leonie, Kimberly, and Francelis sharing a single document, guess what I'm going to ask you to do in breakout rooms? I'm going to ask you to share your writing with your partners. And when you are sharing your writing, this is what you can do. You can make suggestions. You go up to here. This is very important. Does everybody see that? Suggesting?
Yes.
Teacher, I'm a little confused. Like,
No problem.
we need to share our essay or make another. Oh, okay.
Share your essay. Share what you wrote. Share what you wrote. So once you share what you wrote, then you can do some suggesting. So if I click suggesting, for example, hi, Leonie, nice topic sentence. Give a few supporting details. So that's for an example of a suggestion. Now, I showed everybody how to do this with a blank document. Kimberly, Francelis, Leonie, are you confident in sharing your essays with each other in the breakout rooms?
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, for me it's good.
Okay, great. So you'll be the first group. I'll put you into breakout rooms. Kimberly, Kimberly, Leonie, and Francelis, and you can share. What you want to do is you want to go into your essays and share it with each other, and then give comments. Give comments. Now, before I want you to do that, what I want everybody to look for is this. Let's see. I'll just write right there. Does the writing follow the instructions? Meaning, is it 3 paragraphs, each paragraph identifying a single one of Maslow's human needs? So that's it. Is the writing following the instructions, or is the writing drifting away into something completely different? So that's
Teacher,
it. Mhm.
when I have a doc on Google Doc and I have a essay and I click to share, I supposed to have the email to share the document, not yes?
Yes, yes. Yep.
Okay. My problem
And-
is when I do the essay and I want to send it to you, I send it in your email. It's not.
No. You attach it to Google Classroom. You don't share it to me directly. You attach it to Google Classroom. So
I don't know
keep them
how
all in
I
one
can
place.
do that. I can do that.
I think that your friends Kimberly and Francelis will be able to help you out with that right now.
Okay.
Attaching your essay.
I help you,
No
Leon.
problem.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, so I'm gonna put everybody in breakout rooms right now. And actually, no, it's time for a break. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna do some peer reviews, sharing of essays. Any questions? Okay, good work, everybody. Time to take a break.
Question, George.
Yes, Guadalupe.
If we are in a group of 3 persons,
Mhm.
I have to share my essay for the 3 person or just for one?
Oh, no, you share it with the whole group.
Okay, so I will, at the end, I will have 2 documents to review.
Yes, yep,
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
no problem. All right, let's take a 10-minute break. Here we go. Oh, that's. So we're going to break up into groups. Everybody's going to share their writing with the people in their group. And when you share your writing, you want to use the comment feature. Does anybody want me to review the comment feature or any of the settings on the Google Doc?
George, another question.
Yes.
When we share the document, we have to share it in revision, comment, edited. I don't remember the options.
Okay, great question. Great question. So I'm gonna. I knew I was gonna go over this. This is perfect. So thank you so much, Guadalupe. So when you open up your essay, the Google Doc, first thing you want to press is share. And see this one, this blank one that we use just to practice, it's already, I shared this with Leonie, Francelis, and Kimberly. So if I want to share it with somebody else, first I put their email, I type their email here at the top. And then I got to make sure when I go to the settings, this is the answer to your question, that it's open for sharing with the, Guadalupe, do you see the word editor there?
Yes, yes.
You got to make sure it says editor. So
Editor.
if I see, I'm sharing this with Leonie. If I change this to viewer, Leonie, what happens when you try to write something or make a comment? Or Kimberly, I'm going to change yours to viewer. Tell everybody what happens when I just changed your settings.
Well, I just can see what you wrote, but I cannot write
Exactly,
anything.
exactly. So what I did was I basically locked her out. It's like when you lock the door to your house. So I mean, this essay was completely open. The document was open, and then I just locked out Kimberly. So then look, how do I bring her back in? I go to the features and I go back to viewer and editor.
Okay.
So now everybody's in, everybody's open. But remember that when you're looking at somebody's writing, don't totally erase what they're doing, because that's not very nice. What you do is you go up here to the suggestion mode, and then you put a suggestion. and that's it. And this is how we facilitate a peer review. The old-fashioned peer review would involve a lot of desks and tables and pens and papers. This is much more efficient, and you could do it with anyone, anywhere in the world. It's great. So, any questions about those features of the Google document? All right, I'm going to put everyone into breakout rooms now. So I'm going to do this manually. Breakout rooms, here we go. First breakout room, I will put the first breakout room. I will put the group that's already working together in the same document. Here it is, Kimberly, Leonie, and Francelis. You'll be in the first room. The next room, I'm going to add Annie, Belkis, and Carrie in room 2. Oh, got to add Annie there. 1 second. And then, yes, Annie, Carrie, and Belkis. Room 3, I'm going to give Carl and Guadalupe. You two will work together. And room 4, Maravat and Jose will work together. Everybody ready?
Okay.
All right, so you can join your breakout rooms, introduce yourself to your partner, and then share your essays in the Google Doc. All right, and then I'll just bounce between the rooms to see if anybody needs help.